I dig, and I'm still nowhere near the bottom! Maybe we will need that key after all!
Master Teasel, we were beaten! That blue boy is heading this way!
He's coming. All right, everyone, quit digging! Our priority now is to get rid of our little blue friend, all right? Be careful and don't be fooled by his size. He's already beaten Bon and Tron. Let's do it!
Roger! Mission start!
Our little Peach won't even scratch my face! It up! Hey! Are you paying attention? You're not gonna get through this robot, huh? What does he think he's doing? Hurry up and close the hatch! I thought I told you to close the hatch! I said close the hatch! No! What are you standing around for? Put out the fire! Put it out!
The automated fire extinguishers aren't working!
What? What? It's inconceivable! How could a little punk like that ever defeat me? How much does he think it cost to build that in the first place? I'm gonna get him. If it's the last thing I ever do, I'm gonna get him.
Master Teasel, are you alright? Master Teasel?
Just you wait. Oh, you're mine, Blue Boy. I'll get you.
Time to go home. something real important she has to talk with you about. Can you come back here?
Roger. I'll head back to City Hall.
If only we'd known there was someone like him here in the first place. We won't fail next time. We'll ambush, concentrate our firepower on him. We won't cut him any slack just because we outnumber him. That kid's going down.
Just wait till you see, Teasel. I've got a new robot I've been wanting to build that'll do the trick. That'll teach him.
This time, we get rid of Blue Boy for sure, and get that treasure!
Ow! This coffee sure tastes good.
Mega Man, good going! You showed those pirates who's boss!
Oh, can I thank you? You've done so much for us. Hope this will convince those pirates to give up. I'm afraid to think what might happen if they get their hands on the treasure. The legends say a horrible disaster will occur if it's ever unearthed. Even if that's just a myth, lately we've been detecting increased activity underground. The Reaver bots are apparently activating of their own accord. It has me concerned. Maybe there's some truth to those stories about a horrible disaster. I wonder. Mega Man, would you be willing to explore the caves and dungeons on the island and see if you can find anything? You will? Oh, thank you so much. Here, you'll need this. Only the best diggers are able to get a Class A license. The best of the best. With that license, you'll be able to get into the sealed-off sites. The ones those pirates have been trying to break into. I give you my permission to dig in the island's subgates. Just let me know if you find anything that can tell us about the treasure or that disaster that's supposed to happen if the treasure's disturbed. And I hate to mention this, but if while you're digging you find anything of value, it would mean a lot to us if you could donate it to help with the restoration of the city. Thank you again. Be careful.